Hi, everybody. I'm here with Alara, who you can't see, but Alara and I are going to be playing a game of Grendel, the game of Crime and Mayhem.
Okay, so it's my turn first. The mob, so I'm going to start by rolling my 4 dice and seeing what we get. And now I get to place 3 of these dice on the action slots on my board, and that will determine what I do for the turn. I'm going to start by picking this die here with the extort symbol, put that in the crime zone, and that will activate the extort ability, the ability that matches the symbol on the die, which is going to let me put a token out from my racket here. So I'm going to pick up this one. Now I'll tell you about why I did that in a second. But then I'm going to go put it out on the board. And now I've got another token in space 7.
And you have to place it where? On places you have presence, right?
Yeah, that's right. I can only place that token in a space I have presence. Now I'm going to take my second action. I'm going to take one of these trash cans. I got 2 of them, so it's all right to just use one up here. I'm going to run the racket. And now the racket...
Oh, because you can place any die there, right?
That's right. You can put any die on the racket. This lets me flip a die to any side I like. I'm probably going to do that, but I need to think for a second. I'm going to do these other 2 parts first, though. This one lets me draw a card. Nice, simple, fast, easy. And this one, which is why I chose that token slot, lets me buy an upgrade. So I get to take one of these upgrades down here, and I get to upgrade one of my abilities.
And you get to do all those actions and run the racket in any order that you want.
Correct, yeah. And as noted, I haven't actually done the first one yet. So I'm going to upgrade Patrol. And then if I didn't have a patrol symbol already on one of my dice, I would have used this icon to flip a die to patrol. But I already have one, so I'm just going to use it. And now I get to do the patrol action, but it's freshly upgraded, so it's extra juicy.
Nice.
So I will
get 2 grunts.
2 grunts. Put those out.
Again, it has to be with space you have presence.
Yep, and I'm going to split them up.
But you can split them up.
Yeah, I'm going to put one in 5 and one in 14.
I like it.
And then I can add a aggression token to a tower. And it has to...
All right, that's what that icon is.
Yeah, that's right.
And where are you going to put it?
It can be in any tower I have presence, and at the start of the game I have presence in all 3 places. So I like...
Now, these are weird in Tabletop Simulator because they're just like they're just chunky towers, but in real life these got like seesaw mechanics inside them, so the heavier the token is, the sooner it will topple, and a 2 is right in the middle of its weight and how much aggression you get out of it. We'll show you that when we get to a Mayhem.
Yeah, so I'm gonna throw it in Manhattan because I like the color pink.
Okay.
Got it, yeah.
I like the reasoning.
Yeah, it's good reasoning. And then I get a little 3 space moves. So the way movement works with the mob is you take one of your captains and you can grab a bunch of other pieces with it. Only other figures. You can't grab tokens. And then you can move them. You can move them
equal to the number of feet
underneath them. That's right. Yeah. So I'm going to move my little squad here. 1, 2.
It's funny. Oh, you're banning it. You put a little aggression in Manhattan, but now you're banning it. That's funny.
Yeah, I'm actually just going to run down here.
That was a sneaky move.
Well, you see, Grendel starts in space 3 there, and I just want to make it a little difficult.
You're afraid
for you to bother me.
I like it.
I'm going to hide.
Sure.
All right, and that's my turn.
And because you only activate 3 of those dice. 1 is never activated. Gotcha. Yep. Perfect. All right, on my turn, I'm playing as Grendel, and on my turn, I draw 3 tokens out of my bag. Oh, I got all 3 white ones. Well, there are white, gray, and red ones. I'm going to be placing these in the leftmost vacant space on any of these rows, and I am going to start with playing this one in here. Now, a couple things happen when I place the token. I could activate any action that's below it, and any action that is before it, to the left of it. Currently, there's nothing, but if I were to place this here on my second turn, I get to activate this and this. I'll explain the actions as I take them, but this one is very similar to the move that the mob did, which is moving a captain 2 spaces. Now my captain is I have 1 captain, just Grendel. I'm just 1 figure on the entire board. The mob are going to be overrunning us with tons and tons, and I think I'm just going to move here, 1. And now when I place a token that matches color, to the header of that section, so white on white, the speed on speed there, I get to do the kicker bonus, which is adding aggression to a tower. And so I think I'm actually going to put my 3 in here just to have more than you.
Hey.
And now I get to place these 2. Now, what I can do, I don't have to match. If I want to get more aggression in the tower, I put all 3 white in this row, but I don't want to do that. What I like doing is I like punching. And so I'm going to put this token here, and that lets me do 1 punch. Now, it costs 1 punch to punch a grunt. There are 3 different types of pieces in this game. There are grunts, which are these police guys, and as well as these little mob guys. And then there are captains. The captains are the taller pieces like this. And I, Grendel, am also a captain. And then there are tokens. And mob have tokens, and Grendel has tokens. And of course, others have tokens. But you'll notice that we start the board with some tokens from all factions on the board so that there's some fodder to be punched. And so I want to punch this police officer for 1 punch. If I wanted to punch a captain, it would take 3 punches, and I cannot ever do that during the planning phase. We are going to be in a mayhem phase soonish, and we'll show you what happens there. So whenever I destroy anything, I get a fear token in the space where I destroyed it. And so I put that fear token there.
See, and that's why I
don't get the kicker bonus. What was that?
That's why I ran away.
I see that, chicken. And then I don't get this kicker bonus, which is drawing a token out of your bag and putting another one back in to fish for a token you want because it's not matching. Now I have another option. I could actually punch again because it would actually let me lure a piece. Do I want to lure a piece? I kind of actually want to move and get more aggression. So I actually will move. Now that I have presence up here, I'm going to move. So I can do either of these 2 things I need to order. Unfortunately, this action is not very exciting right now because it is move on your fear network, and I don't have a fear network. So I am going to move just 1, 2. I'm going to say hi. I'm going to come in here and say hi. And then I'm going to take because white again matched white, I'm going to put an aggression token. And this time I'm going to put a 2. I'm going to put a 1 actually in here.
Oh.
I'm going heavy right off the bat. I got an idea. Let's see if it works.
All right.
And so I've placed all 3 of mine. I've done my bonuses, and I am done.
All right. Well, that's giving me a lot to think about. I'm going to start by rolling my dice. And yeah, okay. Let's see. I got no movement. Could have used a patrol. Okay, we're gonna. So I think we're gonna start with a cleanup. Just a little.
Oh, you're actually gonna clean up?
Do some cleanup in aisle 3 here. Yeah,
what?
I'm gonna trash this art.
What does that mean? You get to degrade.
I get to degrade a token. Yes, sorry. I was too busy making jokes. Yeah. So this little symbol here, the broken token, you get to degrade a token. And if the token is on its shielded side, that just means you flip it to its unshielded side. But if it's not shielded, that removes it from play. So I'm gonna get rid of this Argent token.
Yeah. See you later, Argent.
Yeah, and the reason for that is even so Jay had mentioned that these grunts are out there, so there's things to punch, but they also sort of get in your way. If there's too many different player colors in a space, nobody gets points in that space. And so with the Argent token and the police token and me in space 12 here, there was going to be no points for me unless I got rid of one of them.
That's right. So now you get what we call a consequence whenever you destroy a token.
Yeah. That's right. So I also get a grunt. How nice.
Yeah.
Increase.
And you can put it in that space, or you could put it anywhere you have presence, but that's also a fine space.
Yeah, no, my little hit squad here.
Yeah, you got a little army there.
Yeah.
The mob are like the fodder for the game. They put a lot of units out on the board, but they die a lot too.
Yeah. I also get to put an aggression token out, so I'm going to put my 3 in Brooklyn.
Gotcha.
And hope that you're not.
You are.
Yeah, hope that you're not bait and switching me on that 1 drop. All right. And then I'm gonna use my other.
Right. Any guy can run the racket.
Yeah, I'm gonna run that.
When you run the racket, you get to do everything that's visible, right? So you get to do all 3 of these actions in any order.
That's right. So I'm gonna get my.
If you were to place more, if you were to extort more, you could have got more of these tokens out and had more.
Yeah, and that was an option I could have done, but I decided I wanted to.
Yeah.
You know, Smash that token and get the guy. Also, I'm trying to keep up with you on aggression. That's part of what's happening here. So I drew my card. I am going to flip a die this time. I'm going to get that patrol symbol that I wanted.
Oh, you like patrolling?
Yeah, well, I upgraded it, see? And now
Cards are important.
Yeah, well, and the upgraded patrol.
Oh, yeah, but you get to... You're still doing your racket.
Yeah, I did the
card. Oh, you already did it.
Yep.
Okay, good. Great.
Yep. And then for my upgrade... Interesting choices here.
Yeah, just to clarify while you're thinking, this provides when they recruit, they get 2 captains and instead of 1 captain, and this gives them a captain move as well as access to more corruption tokens. And when those are placed, you get more grunts.
More people.
Because as Alara is thinking. The mob score in spaces where they have 2 unique pieces, and there are 3 types of pieces, so they need to kind of spread out and have 2 different pieces in as many spaces in the Mayhem Zone, which we don't know where that's going to be yet, as possible.
Yeah, so I am gonna upgrade my recruit there. Just thinking ahead, Grendel's probably gonna tear into me soon, and I should be ready to get my guys back, and then I'm gonna do an upgraded
Here
patrol.
We go, another patrol. Yeah, more grunts, more move, and more.
Yeah,
all right, let's do
2
this.
grunts.
14. Yeah, Brooklyn is getting kind of hectic.
Yeah, I'm gonna put 1 in 14 and 1 up at the top, and then I also get an aggression. I'm gonna slip a 2 into Manhattan.
Nice.
Gotta stay ahead of you. And then for my movement, I'm going to take my little squad in 14 here, and I'm going to leave.
Yeah. You're going to leave. See you later.
Yeah.
I'm going to leave 1 guy behind?
I sure am.
Or 2 maybe, because I might punch one of them.
You can punch one of them. If you punch both of them, I'll be sad. But one of them, I don't mind.
You just move into 1 space?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Okay.
I'm trying to tempt you to leave a string of grunts behind you.
Well, I've kind of already am, but go for it, Jay.
All right, here comes my... there's my last white. Okay, 1 of each. Well, this is a lot better. So, well, we're punching, aren't we? We're a punching family here. So let's do that and come back up here. So I'm going to punch. So one idea would be to punch this person so that we could score, but I'm not going to do that, I don't think. I'm going to do that. So we'll just punch Grunty. And again, whenever I punch, we all know now, I get a fear token in that space. And I also get to lure somebody. So let's see. Who do I want to lure? I'm trying to figure out which camera angle is best to show this from. Maybe I'll just lure this person back in to make that not a scoring spot for you.
Hey.
That's what I do. That's how I play the game.
I'm doing my homework.
And I did match red to red, so I can pull a token out. I need to put 1 back in. Am I going to move this turn is my thought. I might not. I might just get a bunch of cards because I do need cards. And I'll just stay there, and yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to put this one back in, and I'm going to do this twice. Now, I didn't do this at the start. Alara, I don't know if you did, but I forgot to draw 2 cards at the very start in the shuffle.
Oh, you get
and draw 2 cards.
Okay. I took 1.
Oh, this whole time I haven't been actually the Grendel color, so there we go. Now I can draw 2 cards. All right. And so now, because of that, I'm going to go here. I get to draw another card. Boom. Cards can only be played during a Mayhem, so I'm not going to look at them until it's not my turn, so I don't slow things down. And I played the gray in the gray, so I get to add aggression. And you better believe it, I'm putting a 1 in here.
Okay, yeah.
And the tower triggered.
What?
That's how it comes in TTS. That's how it happens. Now I only get 2 though. You put a 3 in there, so
I'm glad
that
I did.
I was expecting to put 1 more in before it triggered. So that's a bit of a shocker. Now I was planning to go down here, but now I actually might just go punching. I think actually I'm going to put this up here because I want to punch both of these grunts away before anything bad happens. And as we all know, I get every time I destroy something, I get a fear token. This doesn't help me in scoring though, getting all these fear tokens there. But maybe I'll have a card or something to spread it out. Okay, I think then that is my turn because I punched. Oh, I get to lure. Let me see if I want to lure. I'm going to lure this captain up here because I can lure anything into a space where I have presence, and I have presence here. And the reason I'm doing that is because the mob can only move with the captain, and so now that's just one more space further away to get into this zone. So it's just makes it. But the mob moved 3, so it's not a big deal.
Still.
All right. So now we're going to take all of our tokens out of this tower. In the real game, you just lift the tower up and they just fall onto the table. So I've got 2 and the mob have 3.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take this and move this up to 2. And this is going to stay here. Now, everyone at the start of the Mayhem can discard 1 or 2 cards to gain 1 or 2 aggression. So let me look at my cards. I'm going to zoom in on them here. I'm not. Don't say it out loud.
Right. Yeah.
So
yeah. I gotta think it through.
Well, that one I'm for sure keeping. Oh, that one's good too, though. Oh, yo.
I mean, they're all good.
Wow, these are both good. So, yeah. I think I got to do that one. So I got to get rid of this one. I love this one, but I need 1 more aggression. So I'm discarding this one. Oh, wow. I can't believe I had to do that. To go up to 3. That is such a good one.
I'm glad to see that card in the discard pile.
Oh, no kidding. Are you discarding any?
I'm discarding 2.
To get up to 5?
Yep.
All right. And so what Alara's going to do is she's going to move this little Mayhem turn marker so it points at the 5 here, because we spend 3 aggression per Mayhem turn going back and forth until we get to 0. Now, I didn't go above 3 because I want to be able to do spend 3, and then as soon as I get to 0, I'm actually going to score. And I score for every space that has a fear token in them. So, we have some magic that we want to do. We want to do both of these things. 1, 2. Maybe I'm for sure playing this one. So this one it costs 1 aggression as indicated by the top, and it says I get 2 punches, and then it says until the end of this turn, my punches can target spaces adjacent to Grendel.
Oh, nice.
Which is, very nice. So I think this guy's gone and this guy's gone.
Yep.
I'm going to punch those. That's my 2 punches. And what do I get when I punch somebody? I get myself a fear token. Now, it's probably good to point out at this point what you could do during a Mayhem. In a Mayhem, we just at the start of Mayhem, we discarded up to 2 cards. We gained aggression for each one discarded. Now we spend 3 aggression per turn. It costs 1 punch to punch Grunt. It costs 3 to destroy Captain. There's something called an Infinity or a Boss Captain. And that Boss Captain's, everyone has 1 Boss Captain. Grendel is a Boss Captain. Argent is a Boss Captain. And you might have seen these darker shaded police. And where's the mob one? Is way up here. Those are the boss. They can never be destroyed. And so if we come back here and look at the, instead they get to, if they punch for 3 punches, this person who did that gets to relocate them to any space. I can spend 2 to degrade somebody's token. That I have to be in the same space as them. All of this for me has to be, Grendel has to be in that space. For the mob, they just have to have any figure in a space to do any of the things. Playing a card costs whatever it costs, and costs 1 to move. And I can move around on my fear network for free. And so that is really handy because I can now move here for free. And I can punch adjacent because, again, my card said until the end of my turn, I can punch adjacent. Isn't that amazing? Isn't everybody excited about that?
I'm not.
Oh. I was wondering. And I still have 2 left. And that, actually, I'm going to save this one for those watching. That is also super awesome. So let's not
still have
tell
2
Alara
left?
what that is. I did, so I think I'll just move here and punch.
No, hold on. You spent 1 to get 2 punches, which you went here and here.
Oh, and then right,
you
and then a punch.
More to punch.
And I still had to pay. I still had to punch it. You're right.
Yeah, you gotta pay for that.
I got a free punch there.
No free punch.
Oh man.
Different.
I want to get another punch.
I know. You could spend another 1, and you could punch that. No, you can't.
That's
a captain.
Ah. I know. But I could think about the future. Either I could. Here's my options, everybody. I could spend 1 to move here and try to spoil the broth and force the mob to punch this to get points because he can't score when there are 3 or more factions in space. So that's one thing to do, to be kind of a jerky jerk. But I think I'm going to move here for free, and I'm going to punch one of these grunts for adjacent. And it just gets more fear tokens on the board and helps me in the future to have more up there.
Yeah, good call.
And also my fear network is now pretty strong. It goes all the way from down here all the way up here, so my movement can be pretty good. And now I am at 0, and I score. Let's look at all... Oh, I didn't get this guy. Oh, forget that. I got to undo. Get your grunt back.
Right.
I can't do that. I got to move down here for free. I got to kill this guy. Because otherwise I'm not scoring. You're lucky. You're lucky to live another day. But I do still get another fear token in that space. So I get 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, now, normally the mob would spend only 3, but they can actually discard this because I'm not in the Mayhem anymore. They just spend 5.
Yeah. Now that I'm the only player here, I can just go nuts.
Yeah, do what you will, yeah. But again, as a reminder, Alara needs 2 unique pieces in a space to score.
Yeah, so we're going to start by trafficking weapons. This lets me move
a corruption token up to 3 spaces. Deploy a grunt where... Oh, and that's nice.
Yeah, so that makes a space just score. So I'm going to move this guy 1 space.
Nice.
And then we'll plop a grunt in there.
I like it.
So that's 1. And that only cost me 1 aggression.
Yeah, that was just a 1, yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I love the art on these cards. All the cards are just so cool. And I love our graphic designer. Just did such cool little details to things, like things are popping out of the frame. I love it.
Yeah.
Adding some touches of green and stuff. It's great. Call them in. That looks like a smorgasbord.
It is a smorgasbord. So I get 2
grunts.
I get 2 grunts. I'm actually gonna
go back to the board.
I'm gonna send 1 up here.
Up there, wow.
Well, I don't need.
Just thinking about the future.
Yeah, I've got enough grunts going on down here in this little war zone.
Yeah, it's true because you actually need different pieces.
I'm gonna throw the second one in 15 because that makes that place.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
So that's the 2 grunts. I also get to put out another.
Oh, that's huge.
Yeah.
That's gonna help you score.
Yeah, but I mean, this is an interesting thing to think about because, like, it's also going to leave all my corruption tokens in Brooklyn, which is going to help me now. But then later, I got
short term
versus long. But then I'm going to have 6 spaces of movement here too, so we're going to be able to make some good things happen.
But the good news is that while you're making a decision, is that so this is going to score when she gets to 0, and then another Mayhem is going to happen. That'll score when we get 0, and another Mayhem on that'll score, and then after we've all done scoring all 3 Mayhems, we score the first 2 Mayhem zones one more time. So it's okay to kind of hunker down and create a bit of stability in a zone, because especially in Brooklyn, because it's the biggest. I don't know if people notice that, but Queens has only 4 spaces, Manhattan has 5, and Brooklyn has 6. So it's your biggest chance to get the most points is in Brooklyn.
Yeah. Yeah, so I am gonna drop it in space 12 after thinking it out.
And then you use one of your movements.
Yeah, so I used I moved 1 to 13 and then 2 to 14, but then I doubled back to 13.
This guy off.
I dropped one guy off in 14 and then came back to 13.
That's right. Because you can pick up and drop off figures along the way, your own figures, whether they are other captains or grunts.
And then with my last move, I'm actually going to do the same thing. I'm going to go 1. And I'm going to leave a grunt behind. And then I'm going to come.
Just so you have presence in Manhattan.
Yeah. Nice. Get my presence back in Manhattan.
Yeah, and, that's great.
Yeah, same kind of thing you were thinking about there. Of like, what's happening next turn.
Yeah.
And then.
Yeah, smart.
And then I've still got. I've spent 3 aggression with my 2 cards. I've still got 2 left.
Well, you could degrade.
I sure can. And if I remember correctly, Jay, I don't only have to act in the current zone.
You can do whatever you want, wherever you want.
So I'm going to spend 2 to degrade. And I'm going to degrade this guy right here.
Ah!
Yeah.
Really?
I'm going to make myself another grunt.
What have I ever done to you?
Get out of Manhattan. It's my Manhattan.
Right.
All right, so that's it. I'm at 0.
And you're at 0. Now what do you score? Let's see.
So I think
this one is 1.
Yeah.
There's 2 guys there, yeah.
Yep.
That's 2.
Yeah.
3, 4, and up here 5.
Yeah.
How did you do that?
Well, so that's
5.
Yeah, that's why I discarded.
I thought I did gooder than you.
You did good. I did good.
I'm not gooder though.
On the other hand, you have 1 card left, and I've got nothing. So I really burned out all my resources to make that happen.
We get these back, so these can be placed again. And I had the last action, the last turn in the planning phase. So we now goes back to you having the start player, and so it's your turn.
Amazing. Okay. And now we can't put aggression in Brooklyn anymore. We're done.
That's right. Yeah. That's right. There's only one mayhem per zone.
Yeah. So we're gonna roll those dice.
All right. Let's try to use them as inefficiently as possible, please.
My dice? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably not a good thing to say during a playthrough demo.
For sure. Yeah, no.
I'm playing too hard to win.
Yeah, I don't want to use my dice efficiently, Jay. That would be too cool. Yeah, I'm gonna start by running the racket.
Run the racket!
Because I need to get cards because I ran myself out.
Uh-huh.
For my upgrade, I'm gonna buy. I'm gonna buy this.
Oh, here we go. Now you're gonna recruit. I was like, what are you recruiting?
I'm gonna buy this little.
Because look at that recruit. 2 captains, 4 grunts. The captain move.
Not big enough yet. It needs more. And then I also get to do an aggression. I'm gonna take that 3 that I just got back. I'm gonna drop it in Manhattan.
Ah. That's where I have my 3. I shouldn't remind you where I have my tokens.
No, you shouldn't. But I remembered that, so it's okay.
Yeah.
So I did the drop, the card, the upgrade. Okay, do I want to flip any of the dice?
And that's the interesting thing about our design decision for this game was that we used to have 2/3 tokens, and found that was too much, and people were getting way too much aggression. And when we have 1/3, it creates some very interesting decisions. And Alara got the best case scenario of getting her 3 and getting it back for the second or third mayhem to use it again. That's amazing.
All right, so then I'm going to extort. Just lets me pop out a token. Remember, I was complaining about
Anywhere you have presents.
Anywhere I got presents. I'm going to put that in space 4. And finally...
Oh, and so now you're getting another card. Yeah, surprise.
Now I'm going to recruit. Get a card.
Oh, gosh.
And then I get way too many new pieces because...
No, my gosh.
I upgraded
That's all your peoples.
Yes, perfect. That's what I like.
This is what I'm saying. The mob are just...
And I get a 1-space captain move on top of that.
Yeah, you do. Yeah,
you better get...
Doesn't have to be the one you're doing, but it's that you're placing. But any captain can move 1 space.
Great. You should get punching.
And now I have no presence in Manhattan because of what the mob did, so that is frustrating.
Yeah.
I can tell you're really upset about it.
I'm not. I mean, it's double-edged. It does mean that I control the aggression tower, but it also means that I control the aggression. Like, you're not gonna
help move it along.
So if I want something to happen,
and I think you're done, right?
And then I have my 1-space move.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's tricky though.
And so that's the importance of the captains for the mob is that they need to put the captains wherever they want to move, because so it's smart to put the captain there because there was a bunch of grunts that would not be able to move otherwise unless another captain came in.
Yeah. And I'm gonna just... It's only 1 space though, right?
Yeah.
I'm actually okay not using it. I'm happy. I'm happy where I am.
Spread out.
No, not for you.
All right,
go ahead.
All right. Oh man, I wanted at least 1 red here. Okay, I definitely want to do some punching, but I do not want to punch where I am because I have so much fear in that space. I'm not worried about it. I have ways to spread that fear around. But let's boogaloo. So we need to move. So we're gonna move. We're gonna go here. So I get all of this. Move 2, move on my fear network, and I get to shield something. So let's see what I want to do. I can move on my fear network to here or here. I'll move up to here, and then I'll move 2. I'll just move to here. So that was, if that makes sense, I moved on my fear network, and I moved, and then I'm going to shield, and I'll shield this token way up here. And so when I shield it, I flip it over, and so now it has a picture of a shield on it. So if
how'd you know
the mob wanted to degrade that token, it now would go to the unshielded side.
Yeah, how'd you know I was going for that?
Yeah. And so that is that plus white. In the white zone, I get to add aggression. So let us take... I mean, I need to do something here. So let's do a 2Z this time because I don't have my 3Z. My 3Z's locked up in Manhattan now. So we're going up here. Okay. And then now I want to get these things popping off here, so I'm definitely going to punch. I really want more aggression, but I'm going to punch one up here. I can do all this stuff. I got a punch, I got a one move, I got a lure. I don't get my kicker bonus, but I'm going to get something. I'll show you in a minute of what happens when this row is filled up. So I get a punch, a move, a lure, a punch. So I'm definitely punching you because you're so punchable. Yeah. And what do I get? I get myself a fear token. I'm spreading fear over the city, yo. Oh, and I get a move. I think I'm just going to punch again, and I will punch this guy. Yeah, will I? Will I? No, I think I'll just keep punching you. You're just so punchable.
It's perfect now.
Just look at that face.
No, it's great. It gives me more guys to recruit, you know?
Yeah, you're welcome. I'm doing you a favor, am I?
I guess.
Yeah, and I want to lure. So I want to lure probably something innocuous like this. No, something like this.
Hey, breaking up my score.
I'm going to hide it. Yeah, this is just for end game shenanigans. And I didn't use my move, but I will use my move now. I will move... I'm not going to punch again, so I'll just move here to be in the realm of other things. And so I've done all this. So what I get to do immediately is I get to discard any two of these. I can discard one of those and one of those. These two go back in my bag. And I get to choose any two upgrades and put them in my bag. And my upgrades are all three colors, and they have a funky doodle cool thing about them. So I want a degrade, and I want a card. That's what I want. And I want to draw them on my next chit pull, please.
I'd like it if you didn't see them.
Oh, you would not like that. That would not demonstrate this game in the best light. We need the best luck on my turns. I don't want to punch because I'm on a space with the captain, so I think I'm going to do this. And this lets me do a few things. I get to move. This here says I get to move one of my fear tokens. I'm going to move this one over here. So I can pull it towards a space where I have presence, and I have presence there. And I get to draw a card. We love cards. We love cards. And gray, I get to put... Now I'm going to put a 1 in here.
You didn't learn your lessons last time.
Well, I put a 2 and then a 1, so I'd rather have 3. If you tip it for some reason, I'd rather have 3 than 4. 4 I don't like.
That's fair, yeah.
All right, I'm done.
All right. That's good. It's good to remind me I've completely ignored queens. It's going to have 0 if I didn't do something about
it. You got garbage is what you got.
I got garbage? Yeah? You think so?
Right there.
Yeah, all right, Jay. Is that a challenge?
Uh-oh. The smack talk is starting. Here we go.
All right. I am going to start by running my racket, getting me a card. I'm going to...
Oh, man, you're getting too card rich.
Yeah.
And you're upgrading. What are you upgrading now? There's nothing left to upgrade. These are garbage. You don't want these things.
I do, actually. I'm gonna respond to your shield.
So it changes the degrade into just destroy a token, even if it's shielded. So that does not...
Yeah.
That's not good.
I'm gonna make you have a bad day.
Thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome. And then...
And aggression, I think, was the last thing.
Yes, I haven't gotten aggression. I'm gonna...
Or change the type.
No, I'm going to slip a 2 into queens.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, aggression, card, upgrade. Oh, and I got to flip a die.
Ooh. Here comes some cleanup or patrol, one of the two.
Yeah. Well, I'm keeping the cleanup. I have it. I'm going to use it.
Oh, you already have a cleanup, yeah.
So it's a matter... I don't want either bribe, though. It's do I want a patrol or an extort?
Yeah, because there's still 2 captains that could be placed out there if you wanted to. But your grunts is not amazing.
Yeah. I mean, I could get both of them.
You need unique pieces to score.
Yeah, but I can't. I need to get those by recruiting.
Hey, you do you.
Yeah, I'm not recruiting. I'm actually... You made a good point about
just trying to
unique
distract
pieces.
You from degrading.
Yeah, no, you made a good point about unique pieces. I am going to extort. Make that die and extort. Get me another source of...
Yeah, nice.
Unique pieces.
Yeah, that helps you score.
Yeah, that helps me score. And then we're going to do...
No.
A little
Which one?
cleanup.
Where? No,
well,
not that one.
I'm gonna
That's my favorite one.
Yeah, the one that you put extra work into. Bye.
Man.
And my consequence is I get my guy back, a guy back,
Oh yeah, you get a grunt. It doesn't have to go there, but that's totally fine.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, that's a good point. I'm gonna put him down. No, I'm not gonna put him down there. Yeah, I'm gonna make him join the little squad in 7. And there was one other thing. Oh, I get an aggression.
And you get an aggression, yeah, for degrading.
So
you're doing your cleanup. Where are you gonna put it? And what are you gonna put?
I have a theory.
I'll
put my 2 in here.
Ooh. It triggered. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Good thing I did what I did.
Yeah. But Jay,
what?
I have the thing. We haven't had any.
You have the con?
Oh no, but you've had a turn, right?
So, I have had a turn.
Yes.
So what Alara is saying is that between Mayhems, each player must have a full planning turn, and we both have, so we're fine.
Yeah, so that's.
So I get 3 and you got 4.
Yep. I'm gonna see.
But this time you're going first in this Mayhem phase, and then I'm going. So this is scary. I am not discarding one of my 2 cards.
Okay, I gotta review my cards.
That's interesting. If everyone's watching, that's a really good card.
I'm gonna pitch.
But this is also good.
I'm gonna pitch 1 card to put me up to 5.
Oh man!
All right.
He's so card rich. He gets cards from his run the racket. He gets cards from recruiting.
Yeah.
Just he turns around and stumbles and he gets cards.
That's the way the mob goes. You just, I mean, if you set it up, it's your fault. You could be ruining my racket, but you're not. You're letting my corruption stand.
All right. So what you doing?
What am I gonna do? All right. I have 3 things.
I'll spend 3 aggression.
Yeah. Alright, let's see. I have made a mess of things up here. I'm gonna spend 1 to do a little move.
Chug-a-lug.
Yep. Gonna go into
space
8. Yeah, I'm gonna...
Making that impossible for anybody to score now.
Yeah, get out of
2
here.
captains in there?
Yep.
You won't even score.
That's fine.
Wow, I guess you can kill that guy.
Yeah, but I left 2 fronts in there for you, though. That seems nice, doesn't it?
Thank you very much.
Yeah, don't thank me now.
So that was 1 to move, and this is now you're playing Don't Fear the Reaper. You get to degrade, and if this destroyed a fear token, oh my gosh, place a corruption instead of a grunt. Come on, you're just asking for it now.
Yep. I mean, I know.
Because normally when the mob destroys a token, somebody's token, they get a grunt, but that one says you get a token of your own out on the board instead. So that was nice.
Yeah.
For you, not for me.
Yeah, no, I'm making you work for it, and I got 1 more to spend.
1 more? That was already too much.
Yeah. All right, and I'm gonna use the last card in my hand. I'm gonna secure the package, run the racket.
Run the racket.
But don't gain aggression.
So you get another card. Oh yeah, because you were just really desperate for cards.
Yeah, I get a card, I get an upgrade, and I get a shield. Yeah.
Why do you even care about upgrades? Why do you even care?
I like them.
Yeah. Okay, you're shielding.
I'm gonna shield the one
token,
I just
flipping it over.
And then
makes sense.
and then
I'm there. Upgrade. That makes sense. A lot of sense.
So I'll upgrade Brad. All right, you're up, Jay.
I am up. I think everyone knows if you've seen this. I'm placing this one. Faux show. It doesn't help, but it hurts. It hurts the mob a bit. So it costs 2. 1, 2, and it's a total slaughter, Alara.
What?
Punch to any 3 different spaces adjacent to Grendel. I will choose.
That is a total.
This space for 1, and what do I get? Oh, a fear token. I will choose this one. And I get a fear token. And I'll choose this one. And I get a fear token. Not that I needed that one.
I really walked into that.
That cost me 2. And then I'll just spend 1 to punch this one here and get another fear token just to have it here to more. I won't get points because there's 3 of us in this space, and there's in this space
there's also
I should have
3.
punched not you. I didn't see that. There's a police hiding behind my guy, so I'll punch that guy instead.
Yep.
So I'm not going to score in this space or this space, but neither will Alara. But Alara still has 2 more points left, so at the very least she could.
Yeah.
I don't know. Degrade my token. No, I don't know if she could do that. We'll let her decide what she's doing.
Yeah.
I get 2 points. I leapfrog you.
Great.
Because I've now spent all 3.
Wow.
All right. How can you spend your last 2, right?
You like really spoiled my lunch here.
It really, it really makes it hard for you to score. I don't even know how you can even score more than the 1 point you got.
Well, I mean, I can move.
You can move. Yeah, you can move up here and get 2 points.
Yeah, I can score the same because it's 3, right? If there's 3 colors in the space.
3, yeah.
Yeah, so I'd have to get rid of 2 things in space 9, and I can't do that.
Or 8.
Or 8, and I still. I can't.
Or just get rid of this, but that costs 3 unless you had a card that got rid of the captain.
Yeah, my card is not helping. So all I've got is movement. So.
And you can set yourself up for future turns and do something else, maybe.
So we have 1. I'm gonna do the cute little, like technically 2, 3 to drop one.
Right.
One grunt
that's
up
good.
there.
That's smart.
And I've still got 1 more to spend. Can do something with that. Can I?
Maybe move this guy around, spread these guys out? I don't know.
I mean, that just helps you.
Why am I helping you? Yeah, it does. Yeah,
does.
Spread them out so I have more places to punch.
Oh, actually, a good point. I shouldn't actually do that. Just putting fodder out for you to kill.
It doesn't matter if I already have a fear token there. I'm not as inclined to punch you.
In the space.
Oh, in there. Yes, I like that. That's tasty.
Yeah, see?
This is advanced play right now.
Yeah.
Alara and I have played a little bit of this.
Yeah, so I'm actually going to do a move down here.
Oh, that's smart. Yeah,
pull that guy you lured and get some score.
Yeah, that was from 15. That's right.
Yep.
And then you score.
And now I will.
And you leapfrog me, I think.
Yep, I get 2.
2. Again, 2 unique pieces. So there's 2 here and there's 2 here. Yeah. This has 3 or more, and this has 3 or more.
Yeah, you really.
And I believe it's back down to my turn.
Now it's your turn.
Because you had the last. Yeah. Now I'm the start player. Yeah.
Yeah, you really stifled the scoring that one.
Come on. Okay. Good and bad. This is good and bad.
Look at all that murder.
Because red can. Yeah, exactly. Where am I? I'm here in a murder space. I will murder there. I will punch. Punchy. And I'll punch this guy because he deserved it.
Because he existed.
And, I get this, but this is not shielded. I got to unshield this guy. And we will talk about what happens when I have no more fear tokens left. It's not the end of the world. Now I get to draw a token out of my bag, and everyone cross your fingers for some of my wild token. Oh, you son of a donkey! I wanted it. Now here's a dangerous thing. I don't have any presence here, so I cannot add aggression. So putting this gray in gray does not give me aggression because I can't add aggression to these 2 towers because they're done. Holy macanoli.
You have to walk
so I'm just gonna put. I really want to punch again, but punching in this space does not. I can lure. How does that help me? Oh, it helps. Yeah, I'll still do it. Okay, so I'm going to put this back in because that doesn't help me at all. I'm going to punch again. I don't really want to, but I want to fish for an upgrade. And I'm going to lure this guy down here and punch this guy. Yeah. Now, I can relocate one of my tokens. I don't want to because I'm already... But I could take a token here and put it here. But that's optional. Whenever you have to play something, you don't have it, you can take something back into your supply from the board and then put it back out onto the board in that space it goes. I'm not going to. But by playing red and red again, I get to draw a token. And we all are hoping... Gosh, darn it.
Just more red?
I guess I'm putting a red back in the bag.
Tough choice.
I wanted a white so I can move.
You
or
can still
a wild.
move with the red, Jay.
I can move. I just don't get my any aggression. Really.
Yeah. But it'll throw 2 more upgrades in there.
Yeah, it will. And I can degrade. Yeah. So I can move on my Fear Network for free. And then I can move 2. So I'll go over here.
Hey!
And I can...
Ooh!
And now when I degrade this token, a couple things happens. One, this has to go back on any space that Alara has availability to. So it can go up here at least. So it's not necessarily... Or back on your Run the Racket. And so it's making that worse. And then I get, as we all know, a fear token. This time I will relocate one. I'll take one up here. But guess what? Every time if I destroy a token and it happens to be a green token, I get a free punch. So take that, punchy. And that gives me another one. I will take a second one because I don't need all of these down here, and maybe I can spread these out.
Okay.
So that was actually good. And I get to shield. We all like shielding. Where do I want to shield? Yeah, I don't know. Everything's needing to be shielded. And what else do I get? I moved, I degraded, and then I'm going to update. So I'm going to discard these 2 whites. See, now I'm losing all my movement. Those are ends your turn. If I even have another turn after this.
I'm going to try and make sure you don't.
I need more cards.
All right.
And I probably need more degrade. I want to get rid of the tokens.
Okay, rough roll.
What did you do?
Rolled my dice. Thought about
Step
it.
1.
Step 1, roll the dice. Step 2. I'm definitely going to recruit, so I'm going to start there.
Oh yeah, because
get a card.
You got all your stuff.
Yeah, it's maximally upgraded.
Oh, that's smart. I thought you were going to place it on the grunt. You place this here because you only have the one left.
Yeah,
that's interesting.
And I'm okay not getting that one.
Yeah, I get you.
So, 2 captains and 6 grunts.
All your grunts.
All of
and
it.
1 move.
That's the whole.
This is not good news This is not good news, people.
So I'm just gonna stake some scoring first. So I'm gonna put that guy there.
Oh, you are planning.
There.
Look at these are all scoring 6, 7, 8 scoring zones right here. Spaces.
Yeah. So,
that is disgusting.
Yeah, and then the whole rest of this squad is gonna go here.
That's great.
Hey Grendel, how's it going?
Oh yeah.
Right.
That's 1 die. Oh my god, all that's one. And you took your card, I assume?
Yeah, I took a card. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good start.
Yeah.
That's how we start. And then
the best thing I heard about this game is that every single faction somebody has said about it is they're overpowered. But they've said that about every faction. So you've upgraded Bribe, and Bribe, in addition to changing a die if you want, adding Aggression Tower, you get to move this up 1, so you're guaranteed to get +1 on your next Mayhem. So that's cool.
Got it.
So, and you're putting a 1. You're going to try to tip it. You
jerk. Yeah.
That is.
Yeah.
That is not good. Don't gently put it in there gently.
That's too bad. Okay, well, we're gonna make this into. I'm feeling very spicy today. We're gonna make this into cleanup.
No.
And then we're gonna clean up. And I'm gonna take this one away. I really like.
Oh, I just protected that one.
Really like, and I'm not gonna. I technically, as a consequence, could move a grunt, but I don't need to do that right now.
You like where everything is.
Yep, and then
you do get another aggression. Don't do it. Don't.
Yeah.
Oh no! And I've already had my turn, right? So that is it. So we're taking all this out.
Yeah.
Oh no! Oh, look at this! Look at this!
Woo.
I did not play smart this game with my aggression.
Well, I also kicked you out of Manhattan early, and
that did affect me greatly. So good play on there. Okay, so it is your turn to go first. How much do you have?
I mean, too much. 5, 6, 7.
5, 6, 7. But you already had one. So 8. You already had one. Remember?
From that. So I'm at 8.
8. Come on. Come on, Alara.
I'm sorry.
I might not publish this game anymore.
Okay. Because you're losing? That's not good news for me. All right. So you get your 3, though. Oh, and I have to go first.
I did.
Tragedy.
And I'm not going to discard 1 card. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to start by just doing a ton of movement. I think I just need to scatter the squad.
Here we go.
And that's one movement. And then with my second, I'm going to spend 1, and I'm going to use Web of Power to...
Discard Grunter plays a captain or a corruption token.
Yeah, so that guy's coming out.
Nice. Oh yeah, that's nice.
Yeah. Great. And then I have 1 more, and I'm going to just do another move. I know this is good for you, but it's also important that I don't... I don't really know what I'm thinking. All right.
That's your 3?
That's my 3, yep.
Okay. All right. Well, I think I only have 1 play here, and it is to play some cunning where I can take a card from my discard pile into my hand.
No.
It's one of my things. It's one of my aggressions, though. And I'm not doing that one, I don't think that's 3. Let me just see. I want to punch. It doesn't matter which one. I'll do all 3 of those. So it actually doesn't matter. They're both the same. I will take this one. Total slaughter. I get to punch in 3 different adjacent spaces. So I'll punch here, I'll punch here, and I'll punch down here.
Hey! we keep playing Seesaw with 11, space 11 there.
And so I'm going to relocate one up here, and relocate one over here. And then I score 3.
Alright.
Because I'm at 0. Now you have how much left? 5?
Yeah, I got 5.
To just annihilate my tokens, or...
Yeah, I mean, that's most of... I mean, yeah, it's kind of interesting.
I am dead.
Yeah. It's kind
There's no way for me to win this.
So I'm going to spend 2 to take space 11 back. To grade that,
you really like that space.
To grade that token. I don't know, it's become infamous, this game. I'm going to degrade that token and take it back. My scoring in Manhattan's not going to be super great because it's just the like token math, piece math on. Oh no, actually.
Yeah, you're running out of pieces. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I guess I was hoping you didn't kill me, but you did. All right, so I'll spend 1 to do a move.
At least you did this. This was smart there that you'd still have that.
Oh,
you're moving.
He's gonna go 1, 2.
Oh, I see.
3.
Just get back.
Yeah. So basically, like
that makes sense.
A swapping of the grunt with the captain.
And that you're down to 1. What can you do for 1?
Yeah. What can I do for 1? I don't know that I can change anything for 1. Like everywhere that's not scoring, I need more power to take something out. And I can't move my tokens, and that one's not doing me any good.
Unless you had a card that let you do that.
Yeah, and this captain's not doing me any good either, but he's too far away from the action. Like, he can just barely get in.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, but then he's not helping. So, I don't know. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'll spend 1 to just, like, move that grunt there and then leave him there all alone.
Sure.
Just to have done it.
And you got 3 points in this one.
Yeah, I got 3 points in there. 1.
And then because you triggered it, you get to score first. And so you get a bajillion? Is that the points?
So that's 1.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That is not the score I'm getting.
No.
18.
Yeah.
And so I get 1, 2, not that one, 3, 4, 5. Oh dear. Oh dear.
No.
I mean, yay!
Yeah.
There you go.
There
you have it. That is the playthrough of Grendel versus the Mob, or in this case, Mob defeating Grendel. And we're going to do another playthrough, and we'll have Argent versus the Police to show those 2 off later as well. Alara, I believe you're going to be doing a solo playtest demo playthrough for us. Perfect.
Yeah, I'm going to do a solo.
Thanks everybody for watching.